Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all very welcome to the membership conferring ceremony here this evening. It's great to actually be welcoming you all here in person. We have, of course, conferred members over the last 2 years, but we did so virtually, and these are our first in-person conferring ceremonies since December 2019. I might be the first, but probably won't be the last to say this today, but it is great to be back in person. As I look around the college buildings at the portraits hanging on the walls, I'm reminded that we have 2 new additions since we last gathered here, of course, of the late Laura Brennan, whose campaign and advocacy for the HPV vaccine was recently said to have saved thousands of lives and was the first non-medic to be honoured in this way. And of course, our President, Professor Mary Horgan, whose portrait was launched by An Taoiseach Micheál Martin here last month. It's great to finally get some female representation in these hallowed halls. It's long overdue. As you look around at these faces staring down at you from the framed pictures around this hall, know that today you are joining their ranks as a member of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. This is an exciting moment in your careers and one that you have earned through your hard work, determination and dedication, as well as with the support of those around you. So well done. And now, before declaring the ceremony of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland open, may I introduce the platform party. Professor Mary Horgan, President, Dr. Peter Conlon, Fellow, Dr. Terry McQuaid, Chief Executive Officer of the College, Dr. Bobby O'Leary, the MRCPI Trainees Committee member, Professor Anthony O'Regan, Dean of the Institute of Medicine, and I'm Professor Michael Keane, the Registrar. This is a meeting of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland for the purpose of conferring membership, which I now declare open. With your permission, President, I will now proceed with the conferring ceremony.
Please proceed.
Good evening, everyone, and you are very welcome to the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland to enjoy our membership conferring ceremony. Membership conferring ceremonies are held 3 times a year. These are important dates in the college calendar and when there's the opportunity to welcome new members to the college. So I'm going to ask all the licentiates and members-elect to stand, and we'll read the declaration for membership together. So, after me, with me, I do hereby, solemnly and sincerely promise that I will observe and obey the statutes, bylaws and regulations of this college relating to members, and will submit to such penalties as may be lawfully imposed for any neglect or infringement of them, including the erasure of my name from the list of members and the surrender of my diploma of membership received from the college. I further promise and declare that I will, to the best of my ability, do all things in the practice of my profession for the honour of the college and the good of the public. I further promise and declare that I will not keep open shop for the sale of medicines or endeavour to obtain practice or to attract public notice by any unworthy means, nor will I either permit or sanction the use of my name by any other person for such purpose or in connection with any secret remedy. In the case of any doubt relative to the true meaning of this engagement, I promise to submit to the judgment of the college. I now call upon the President, Professor Mary Horgan, to formally admit the new members of the college to membership.
I will now formally admit the new members to membership of the college. By virtue of the authority vested in me as President, I hereby admit you collectively as licentiates and members of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. Congratulations to everybody.
I'll ask you all to be seated again, and as I call out the names, I'll ask each member to come forward and receive your parchment from the President. Malaz Abu El-Gassim Mohammed Ahmed. Rory Barry. Gillian Hannah Bennett. Aoife Louise Broderick. Louise Byrne. Sean Collins. Peter Conlon. Lisa Duffy. Ali Ibrahim El Gadiri. Amy Gallagher. Eleanor Gallagher. Dora Margaret Gorman. Irina Lillian Goulden. Josephine Hebert. Alfred Jones. Kira Elaine Keogh. Margaret Rose Kelly. Fanula Kennedy. Tariq Khan. Ciara Kilcoyne. Leah McCann. Grania Mulcairn. Mohammed Nafis. Saoirse Nivuel. Aoife O'Connor. Rachel O'Brien. Mary Udo Ocon. Alana Isil Touche. Wendy Aoife Una Payne. Ashlyn Riley. Stefania Stroescu. Zaid Taba. Johnny Walsh. And Molly Walsh. I now call on Dr. Bobby O'Leary to address you on behalf of the Trainee Committee.
Thank you, President, fellows and members. It is my pleasure to be here today to congratulate you on your achievement of gaining membership of the Royal College of Physicians. I know the hours and months and years of hard work that you put in and the sacrifices you've made, both personal and financial, to reach this goal. It's no small effort, and today that effort has paid off, and you should be justly proud. As a member of the Trainees Committee of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland, it's my privilege to represent you and to work on your behalf with the College to try and improve the quality of the medical education and training that you receive. We are for better or worse, we're at a turning point in how healthcare will be delivered for the people of Ireland, and all of you graduating today will have a role to play in how our profession will evolve to serve the needs of the citizens of this country at the most vulnerable points of their lives. Your graduation today leads you one step closer to specialisation in your chosen area and furthers your role as a leader within our healthcare service. It's a significant milestone in your career progression and signals the start of a new responsibility to your fellow doctors, and in particular your more junior colleagues. You have a responsibility to use the talents and skills that you've now proven to teach and guide your interns and your SHOs to ensure that they achieve and maintain the same high standards of clinical and academic excellence that you yourselves have demonstrated. The exams aren't easy, but they're a goal worth achieving, so please guide your fellow doctors to the same success that you enjoyed today. No one who passes these exams does so without help, whether that be your partner, friends, family, cat or dog. So, barring the pets, I'm delighted to echo what Professor Keane said, I'm delighted to see so many of your partners, family, friends here today. Their support has helped you get here, and I'm glad that they can celebrate and share in your success. Without talking about how it was in my day, my exams are a bit ago, but I haven't forgotten the complex relationship with the college. It's probably the best way to put it, that the experience gives you. The college may seem like an abstract concept that exists outside of your role day to day as a clinician, but in reality, nothing could be further from the truth. The MRCPI is simply its members and its fellows. It's people who volunteer to sit on committees and people who try to make things better. We hope those people are the same. Speaking of better, I'm sure over the time in your engagement with the college, you've seen all things that we could do better. And now that you've both the insight and authority as members today, I'd ask you all to work with us. The Trainees Committee is always looking for new members, and I urge you all to join if you can, so we can keep making improvements both for ourselves and for any future members. You can be proud members of this institution and proud of the fact that you receive and provide world-class medical training. Proud of the fact you always strive for better, and finally, proud of the fact that all of us in the room are constantly working to safeguard the healthcare of the people of Ireland. Congratulations and well done to you all.
I now call on the President, Professor Mary Hogan, to address you.
Thank you, Professor Keane. Guest members and fellows, it is a particular pleasure to welcome everyone here to number 6 Kildare Street today. Believe it or not, the last conferrings we had here before today was in December 2019. And we all know what happened between then and now. It was 2.5 years of a particularly challenging time for every single body in the room. I mean, everyone has been affected in some ways. I believe that different generations were affected in different ways. But here we are today because of our belief in science in this country and the innovation research that has brought us there. And many of those innovations have been brought by the likes of people not quite like me, because I didn't invent anything, but you know, the future here is in front of us. The innovators and researchers that bring us to a better place. And I suppose to put it in context, when I was a medical student in UCD in 1981, when AIDS was first identified, it took 4 years to develop a test for HIV. On this occasion, with the new infection, SARS-CoV-2, it took less than 4 weeks to develop a test. So you'll see where science and belief in science and investment in science and medicine has brought us to where we are today, a much better place, despite the fact that the pandemic is still going on. The college is the largest and oldest postgraduate medical body in the country. It was founded in 1654. I'm proud to be the first woman to hold the position, and more importantly, the first Kerry person to do so also. I think yesterday's result bodes well for what's going to happen in July. So when I look at those of us who are on in practice medicine and on the front line, I do believe that it had been a really challenging time, and being an infectious disease consultant and having over 30 years experience in the field, I felt a bit nervous going on the front line in the COVID wards in March 2020. We really didn't know what we were facing. We didn't know how it was transmitted, how we would deal with patients. But we did, and I'm talking about my younger colleagues here and us on the podium, did what we always do. We put the head down and got on with it. The college took a lead in sharing a lot of the most up-to-date science, so we could better treat our patients. And we really used the knowledge we had in the country, but also our diaspora, who were more than happy to share their experience. But it was interesting. We kind of knew more than they did in the States, where many of us up here had trained in the day, because the wave went from east to west. So in actual fact, we led a lot of the information that they got in the States, really through our networking. This building here was opened in 1864 by Sir Dominic Corrigan, who was the first Catholic president of the College of Physicians. All of my younger colleagues here will know him from medical school with Corrigan's Pulse, et cetera, et cetera. So it is really wonderful to be back here today, because being a member of the college is about collegiality, it's about networking, it's about meeting friends, and it is about supporting one another. And I think that was really particularly important at the time of restrictions. In many sense, I was glad to get into work every day, because it allowed me to go beyond my 2K and really help the national effort. The college indeed played a major role in the pandemic response, both on the front line, but many of us took a national role on the NEFID, on NIAC, and in research in the area. So I think we can be proud of what this college did, and the college doesn't do it, it's the members and fellows that participate in it. A particular warm welcome to the new members. I reflect on when I got my membership 34 years ago, which seems really long time ago. Most of you wouldn't even have been born at that time. But I didn't think that I would end up being president of the college. But what is important is to have your goal, have the vision, know where you want to go. There'll be twists and turns along the road, there'll be successes and failures. But failures are never failures, they're learning along the way. So, you know, aspire, be ambitious, and don't let anyone knock you off that path that you want to get to. Everything is possible with the type of training you get in Ireland. In actual fact, you're valued members not only in Ireland, you can go anywhere in the world. But like many of us, and I was in the States for about 7 years, I did come back to Ireland. I felt it was important to contribute to the health service here and make the things better for the public here. So I would like to thank my colleagues who actually set up the exams. You mightn't, there's a big machine behind it, Dr. Lucy-Ann Behan, Dr. Helen Chute, Dr. James Jameson are all involved in delivering the examinations, and of course the staff in the background. It is a big machine that gets you to where you are today. And it's not just the staff and the faculty, it's the people at the back of the room. We never get to where we are by ourselves. It's the support that our family, our friends give us, and our colleagues give us. The hot cups of tea, the don't slam the door, keeping the children quiet. That's all over now. They've no excuses. They've done the big exam. But, you know, being a doctor is challenging, and that support is really, really important for us as we navigate our way through our careers. So a big thank you to everyone at the back of the room. It is important to get involved in the college. You can't give out about something unless you want to come in and make a change. Nothing is ever perfect. We get feedback, we get involvement of our members. of all ages so that we can inform change. The college hasn't been here for 364 years without a good reason, because we are adaptable and we change to the needs of our members, but also the public needs. So I wish you well in your personal goals. Don't be afraid to be ambitious, follow your dream. And in particular, congratulations today to you and your families, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, President. That completes the conferring ceremony for membership. We'd ask that guests remain here in the Corrigan Hall while the group photograph for new members takes place in the main entrance hall, and following the photograph there'll be a reception in the Graves Hall just outside.